Who wrote the Epic of Gilgamesh? It's a complicated question. No one knows for sure. We do know that the Epic of Gilgamesh is the oldest known story in the world, the story of the great king Gilgamesh. And his wild adventures was written down for the first time around 2100 BC. This makes it older than the Egyptian Book of the Dead, older than the Code of Hammurabi, more than 1,000 years older than the Old Testament. The epic was written in a language called Akkadian, which was spoken in ancient Mesopotamia. Over time, different people added to the story until it reached its final form around 1000 BC. And because the epic was an oral story first, we can't credit any one person with writing it. It was more like a community effort. What we do know is that the earliest version of the epic was written by a poet named Sin-Lipkit. He was an enslaved person who lived in the city of Lagash. He wrote down the story of Gilgamesh around 2100 BC during the reign of King Gudea. Fast forward a few hundred years, we have the epic that we know today, thanks to a man named Sargon of Akkad. He was a king who ruled over the Akkadian Empire. He commissioned a scribe named Shuruppak to write down the epic as we know it today. Shurupak's version was written around 1800 BC, but the epic didn't stop there. Other poets continued to add to the story, including one named Enheduanna. She was the daughter of Sargon and the first known author in history. The final version of the epic was written down around 1000 BC, nearly 1,000 years after Sin-Lipkit's original version. So who wrote the Epic of Gilgamesh? As I said at the beginning, no one knows for sure. It was an oral story that was written down by many different people over many years. But we do know that Sin-Lipkit was the first to write it down, so we can thank him for giving us the oldest story in the world. I hope you enjoyed learning about the Epic of Gilgamesh. If you did, please follow for more. And as always, thanks for watching.